What's up, everyone? Welcome out to the Game Time Grind. My name is Shane Larson. I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about Madden and the experiences I've had playing the game because now I get to play the game with my 7-year-old son, and I wanted to share some of the best experiences that I had playing Madden with some of my friends growing up. So get ready. What's up, everyone? I appreciate you guys tuning in to the Game Time Grind with the Game Time Guru. My name is Shane Larson. Listen, the video game Madden is an amazing game for me. I grew up playing it even on the Sega Genesis. My uncle Will used to play it all the time, and I grew up just wanting to play the game, right? Madden was just my favorite game. And for as long as I can remember, I've been playing that game. Well, now I have the opportunity for my son who loves to play it on the PS4. He's become infatuated with football and he just loves it. And he likes to watch Madden on YouTube and watch the videos. So now we have the opportunity to play Madden together. We're doing a season where we're on the same team. So we're playing as the Cowboys and we're doing a full season together. And it got me, reminiscing about the past. And I wanted to share some of those experiences with you guys. And I want you guys to share stuff in the comments too if you have ever, done this as well. But one of the things that my friends and I in high school loved to do was play a full season with a team together. And that's multiple people, like 3 or more people on the same team. And it sounds easy, but it's not easy. And when you're playing with like 3 or 4 people that are like users on the game, that's 3 or 4 people that have the possibility to make a user error on the game, especially on defense too. And so you don't have as much computer assistance. You'd be amazed at how much harder it is, but how much more exciting it is to play. I'm not sure if you guys have ever done that. If you have, let me know. But we used to get together 4 guys, 5 guys and play in a full season. But here's the thing, we would always put on all Madden as the difficulty level. And there was one time in particular we're playing this game and we could not win. I think it was Madden 2004. And we had not won a game on all Madden ever. And we couldn't win. And we were just doing exhibition games at that point. That's before we ever played a season. And one of my favorite memories was, they were the team that we were playing, it was either the Eagles or the Patriots or something, but they were we were going to win. We were set up to win. And the very last play, I mean, they were like 60, 70 yards away, so they couldn't do a Hail Mary. So they snapped the ball, and all we had to do was make a stop on defense, and they throw the ball in the middle of the field. And I remember Logan being like, "We're going to win all Madden." And we scream it out because we're so excited. Well, we start diving to try to make a tackle on this guy. And rather than staying disciplined and strafing, we were diving for this guy. And he ends up running the full length of the field and scores a touchdown to win it. And just how devastated we were that we gave up a victory again on all Madden. We couldn't win it. Well, eventually we figured out how to win. And so we decided to do an entire season. Now, the rule of the season was we couldn't rage quit, right? So if you lost, you lost. And so there was times like where we lost games, but we started to get a rhythm with playing Madden. On offense, we kind of told each other where we were going to be, and you're trying to read it. You're trying to make everybody's routes and figure it out. Everybody wants to get a piece of the pie. So some people are running routes and they're not getting the ball. It's just like real football. But it was really fun. And there was one time that same year we fought all the way to the Super Bowl, all the way, and we ended up losing. And so what was funny is Grammatica was just a beast and he was hard to beat. I think he was with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and we just could not beat him. And we lost to him multiple times, but we lost the Super Bowl. And I remember sitting there after a full season. I mean, we're talking like we would play 2 games a day, maybe a day or 2 a week. We'd go in there and play. This is my sophomore year in high school. We go over to Logan's house and get together. And I just remember just sitting there devastated after we lost the Super Bowl. Cause like we literally lost, like we weren't going to replay it or nothing. And, so the next year we decided we were going to do another season. And what's funny, we played a full season. I'm talking like a full year where the football, like we're playing the full games. We're not simulating games. We're not doing any of that. We get back to the game where we needed to beat Grammatica. I don't think it was the Super Bowl, but it was to beat Grammatica. And we always lost to him. Well, we ended up winning the coin toss in overtime, which was the biggest deal for us. We go to overtime and we're like, "Oh, dude, we won the coin toss." And we got the ball. And right as the kickoff happens, it was me, Ryan Gibson, and Logan who were playing on this one. And the kickoff, we were so serious about it. The kickoff happens, and Logan's the one returning it with whomever our guy was. And he's like, get your blocks. That's how he said. He said, get your blocks. And me and Gibby go running around the outside in front of him to take the two guys on the outside edge, and we just blow them up. We hit the hit stick, blow them up, and our guy just takes it off. And Logan runs back the kickoff for a touchdown to beat Grammatica, and this was in the playoffs. So we went to the Super Bowl and ended up winning the Super Bowl. We just could never get past Grammatica in Madden. And so I remember when we hit them, get your blocks. It's just been like a staple for us, like for the last 20 years since that happened, because that was like the funniest memory for us. We were so excited going around the outside, blocked them. We were screaming, jumping all over the upstairs bedroom. Oh man, it's one of my favorite things. In fact, I'm going to get a shirt that says get your blocks, because it's such a good memory for me. Then we played it my senior year. Andy Larson was part of our team that year as well. Even after our church missions, we played. It was myself, Logan, Miles. We would get a whole season in, and we would do it a lot. We've lost more Super Bowls than we've won, but we would play a full year, you know? And there's something to it. It's like you get together with the guys, you play a full season, and you just have a good time playing Madden, right? And so I think it's something that's like not a lot of guys do that these days. They'll play tournaments and stuff, but it was so much fun. Like, it was one of the most unique things that we've ever done, is like playing on the same team together. It was so much fun. And we would even have our own rituals after a touchdown or anything. Like, we'd pass the water bottle, and then we'd have our crackers that we'd eat and stuff. We had a whole ritual, a whole system that we'd do. And it was just so much fun. So now I get the opportunity to play Madden with my son, who's 7 years old, and we play on the same team. And I'm hoping that like maybe he'll keep that tradition up with his friends later on, if he continues to enjoy the game. But I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Madden was a big teacher for me, like when it came to the sport of football. I know that sounds stupid, but I know a lot of football players understand this. Those who play Madden can actually understand the simple concepts of different defensive schemes. They can understand concepts of routes and motion. That playing Madden taught me how to figure out if a team was in zone defense or man-to-man by putting a guy in motion, and how that can help you understand if they're in zone defense or man-to-man defense, right? Like how you can uncover that. And then from there, how do you adjust the routes, or do you need to adjust the routes? Do you need to adjust your run? Like, how do you do it? I learned that from Madden, not from real football. I learned that in Madden first, and then I understood it in football. Like, it just made more sense to me. So Madden did teach me a lot. Like, I used to not understand why guys went in motion all the time and like where to put this person over this. It taught me the little tiny basic concepts of football, and I love it. So now I get to share that with my son. But I would love to hear your guys' experiences. Again, this is the Game Time Grind. I'm just giving my insights on some of the things that have impacted me, and Madden is one of those. So anyway, I'd also encourage you guys to check out my podcast called The Gametime Guru, which is every Friday we launch a new episode here on YouTube. You can watch it. You can also listen to it on any of your favorite podcast platforms. Check it out. We have episodes every Friday. I've been doing it for 7 years. I love interviewing sports figures. And I also love working with businesses. So if you want to sponsor the podcast and get your show in front of a lot of people, let me know. I'd love to work with you, and we can talk about some affordable marketing options. All right, guys. We'll talk soon. Later.